save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. Yes, and I got a package in the mail from Amazon that I opened. Listen, I did it without you because I had to. I was waiting for this movie to come out for the longest time. Now I've heard about it. I've seen photos. I've seen, matter of fact, when I was looking for an autograph, I actually seen the same actor that played another character that I really enjoy. He was autographing his debut as this character, and I was really excited about it. So I had to order. So it came in this Amazon package, but before I can log anything into my little portfolio thing there of Blu-rays and DVDs and 4Ks, I have to tell you what I got. So I only got one other thing besides what I want to talk about, so we might as well get that out of the way. And it's a copy of this is the Richard Pryor collection. It has Which Way Is Up and the Bingo, Long, Traveling, All-Star, and Motor Kings. Yeah, try saying that like 10 times fast. Yeah, it's a double pack. I had Which Way Is Up, but I did not have the second movie, which I don't know if it stars Richard Pryor, but it has, I know Richard Pryor's in it. Okay, it might be just a cameo, might be a small part. I am not sure. Never seen the movie, so I was like, okay, well, in order for me to get my free shipping on the official Amazon site, okay, I had to spend over a certain amount of money, and they told me I had to add $9. This was like $11 and change. I was like, I need it for my collection. Might as well just add it. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way, because that's not even what this is all about. That's not what this little conversation is all about. It has to do with this movie. This movie, The Mean One. Okay, now I don't know if you heard about it. You horror fans, you've probably heard about it. You horror fans have probably been waiting for it, but it's called The Mean One. Okay, and it's a straight up Mr. Grinch killer movie. Okay, that's exactly what it is, and it stars David Howard Thornton, which is the man who plays Art the Clown in Terrifier. So I was like, oh man, I'm a big Terrifier fan. I love the Terrifier franchise. That's another one. I'm trying to see that real fast. Terrifier franchise. Anyway, I love the Terrifier franchise. I think it's great. I think the fact that the writer / producer, director, the way he just came up with this thing with all by himself, and then they offered him money. Different companies offered him money. He was like, nope, I'm keeping my character. It belongs to me. He didn't sell out. He didn't sell his character to somebody. Yeah, he does. There's marketing, there's toys, there's stuff like that you can get through like Trick or Treat Studios and stuff. But he didn't sell his character and give the rights to somebody else to create. Write their own stories about him. He belongs to him. So I think that's really cool. And I love David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown. I think he is a great addition to our iconic horror legends, like Leatherface and Chucky and Michael Myers, and I just think he's a great addition. We can add Pennywise now into the mix of our classic horror characters. So Art the Clown is definitely, he's making his way, and in the next movie that's going to be done, I think it's going to be great too. The last one I thought was great. So he's in this movie. He plays the Grinch. Okay, I'm gonna say it because they can't say it in this movie. I guess they couldn't get the rights to say the Grinch anywhere in this movie. So every time somebody in the movie says the Grinch or goes to say the Grinch, somebody else will shout out something that sounds like Grinch, like cinch or pinch or lynch, or it's really, really weird. On top of that, I ordered this straight off the Amazon site. Now listen, the reason why I did that is because it's not being sold in any stores. I went on Target, not available. I went on Walmart, it's being sold from an outside vendor. I tried Best Buy, not sold at all. Okay, so I was like, what the hell is going on with this movie? Now it does have a barcode. Okay, this is an official product that they are producing. This company, what's the name of the company? Wow, so damn small, I can't even see it. Wow. Okay, that's super. Yeah, Desk Pop Entertainment. Desk, it says like so small, like right there. Desk Pop Entertainment. It says like minute over here. Desk Pop Entertainment. So I guess this is a new company that maybe somebody came up with. I don't know. But I ordered this thing and it was expensive. So I started on eBay. I started my trek on eBay. I'm like, okay, if I can't get it, I wasn't too happy with the price on Amazon. They wanted $26 on Amazon. I think it was $26.99, something like that. I'm like, 26. I don't pay $26.99 for a Blu-ray. Not available on 4K. I didn't see any DVDs. I just saw the Blu-ray. I wouldn't buy the DVD anyway. I would go for the Blu-ray. But 26 and change or whatever, tax and shipping and everything. I'm like, that's a little steep for a Blu-ray. But then I go on eBay, and the flip is I having a field day, having a fun pre-order field day, because this thing wasn't even available until recently. So they're having a fun pre-order hoopla over at the old eBay, where they're selling these things for like $60, $100, $130. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? It's not even out yet. It's not even out yet. What are you? Are these fortune tellers? Are they estimating that you're not going to be able to get your hands on this thing later on in life, and you need to grab it now off of them, or are they selling bootlegs? That's another thing, because this is a little bit of a dilemma that I'm having. Okay, now number one, so let's talk about the movie first. Okay, it's supposedly Cindy. Okay, and we all know it starts off with a little poem, which is really cute. It's got that little poetry thing going on. Now, I'm not gonna spoil the ending for you. I'm not gonna do too many spoilers here to mess you up in case you want to get your hands on this. I do recommend you try to find it for less than $26, because even though I love David Howard Thornton, I gotta say, he did a great job. He did a great job as the Grinch. Like, you put him against Jim Carrey's the Grinch, and it's like almost the same guy. He did a great job, except the killing part. But the movie itself has a lot to be desired. So you start off a little poetry thing, whatever, get you in that whole Dr. Seuss mood there, and all of a sudden it tells you a story about Cindy, and Cindy's mother gets killed one night. But supposedly the Grinch, she puts her necklace around the Grinch's neck, and his heart grows 3 times. It's, the story, his heart grows 3 times. But the mother walks in on both of them and beats the Grinch half to death with like a vase or something like that. She got like this big heavy thing or whatever. She starts beating the Grinch to death because she sees the Grinch with her daughter, which kind of makes sense to me. If I was to come downstairs and I saw a big green guy or whatever standing over my daughter, I would grab something handy and beat him to death. Yeah, that's would be a normal reaction. So that's how this movie starts. So what happens is Cindy's like, she's traumatized because mom got killed by the Grinch, or the so-called Grinch or whatever, and she leaves town. And the name of the town too is not Whoville, it's Newville. Like they did all these little change things, so I guess so they don't get sued by the Seuss family. Okay, I think that's what it was. I think it's so they get sued by, they don't get sued by whatever company put out the Grinch and the Dr. Seuss Foundation or whatever. So you go through this whole movie, and first of all, what got me was I was like, the colors are odd. Now, let me this has nothing to do personally with the movie storyline, but they were so grainy and weird and pixelated and strange, and I was like, what is going on here? What is this? Is there something wrong with my TV? Is there something wrong with my disc? Is there something wrong with my player? So I shut off the player, I turned the player back on, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes, I don't know, you guys watch a lot of movies, you know, sometimes your player for some reason just doesn't work right. I don't know. Something happens where sometimes the colors might, the disc might not have loaded properly, okay, and it might get pixelated, or the color might be off. Or sometimes your TV, you shut your TV off, you turn your TV back on, all of a sudden the colors. Listen, I am not an electrician or mechanical engineer, okay. I do not know why the TVs and the Blu-ray players do this, but it does happen to me. It's been happening to me throughout the course of my life. It happened to me with VHS players. It just, for some reason, your TV and it doesn't sync up at the same time, and then you got to shut everything off and turn it back on, and everything works. Same thing happens with your computer. Sometimes you have problems with your computer. They will tell you, oh, unplug it from the wall, count to 10, and then plug it back in, and then supposedly everything's supposed to be better. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So that's what I thought was going on with this. So I shut everything off. I ejected the disc, and as I ejected the disc, I pulled the disc out of the disc player, and I looked at. So if you open up the inside, there's the picture art, there's the cover art. Picture of the Grinch's face. You know, really, like I said, David Howard Thornton. He's a great Grinch. He's a good Grinch. But then I realized it's a burn-on-demand disc, which really confused the heck out of me, because I was like, now I bought this straight off of Amazon, paid top dollar, came in sealed. They're selling this thing, and they're the main company that is selling this thing. You can't, like I said, you can't really get it on like the other websites. And if you try to get it on Walmart.com, you're getting it from an outside vendor, which is probably getting it from Amazon. And the ones on eBay, I checked those out, and they're all the same exact thing. They're this burn-on-demand disc, but it's like this really low-quality, grainy burn-on-demand disc. So I was kind of, I was kind of feeling bad in a like I said, I always put myself in, I indept myself in the characters and in the actors and in the movie itself and everything, directors, writers, and everything. And I'm like, what a little depressing move that you couldn't get this like right to the movie theater, or you couldn't get it like get a professional release, you know, where it would go like on the Walmart shelf or on the Target shelf or on the Best Buy shelf. You know, why couldn't it get that kind of release? Um, and I watched the movie. I watched it. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna spoil for you, but I gotta tell you, it wasn't that great. It was not that great. It wasn't scary. It's literally like Grinch meets Home Alone with this girl that's having that she keeps having flashbacks and dreams of the Grinch, and that's the problem is you don't get enough Grinch. That's number one thing. Okay, it's more story than Grinch. Okay, when the Grinch shows up, you're like, yeah, there he is. Can I get a glimpse of his face? I don't know if they were trying to keep away from his face because they didn't want you to do the comparison between the real Grinch and the Jim Carrey Grinch and the cartoon Grinch and this Grinch. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but you don't get enough of the Grinch. And then we go through this whole thing, and there's a guy in town that looks like Santa Claus. They don't celebrate Christmas, okay? Because Christmas is a no-no. She gets in the beginning of the movie, she gets pulled over by the cops because her car's decorated like a reindeer, and they're like, you can't have any of that reindeer gear stuff on your car over here. That's a no-no in our town or whatever. They don't celebrate Christmas because of this nasty, terrible thing that happened with the Grinch so many years ago when he was killing people, going door to door killing people. He wasn't just taking trees; he was going door to door killing people. So we get close to the end of the movie, and all of a sudden it turns into like this. So she meets up with this Santa Claus character, which just so happens to be his name happens to be Mr. Zeus. Okay, so she goes Zeus like the god Zeus, and he's like, no, they just call me. Sometimes they call me Dr. Zeus, and I'm like, oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did, Dr. Zeus, Dr. Seuss. Whenever somebody says Grinch, you say cinch or pinch or lynch or whatever. I see what you did there. That was good. And it goes into a little bit more poetry. But of course, it's not, like the professional poetry thing like a Dr. Seuss film. This is literally somebody that put something together. So it's a little bit comical. So we get to the end of the movie and we go full on Home Alone. Okay, this is Home Alone on the Grinch. Okay, and I just gotta tell you, I mean, this was a little bit of a tough watch. I fell asleep. I fell asleep twice. It wasn't because I was tired. It was because I was like, "Where's the Grinch? Where's where's the mean one? Where's the mean one? Where is he? Okay, why is this story so dragging on about this girl and her problems and her issues and everything? And why is she like? I understand she's Cindy No Lou. Okay, they don't say Cindy Lou anywhere in the thing, but she's Cindy. Okay, so you know it's Cindy Lou. And why are they like showing you so much of this character, but they're not getting right to the like the meat and bones? I said, go get the Grinch. Listen, he killed your mother, and you know that he killing everybody in the town. It's time for you to arm up, okay? But she doesn't realize this till the end of the movie because we got to have that Home Alone moment there where she arms up with every weapon that she could possibly have to go try and destroy the Grinch. Okay, okay. So let me describe a few things. Very very. First of all, cute idea. The way that they set up the town down the bottom, and you could actually see Mount Crumpet there. It's probably not Mount Crumpet. It's probably Mount Trumpet or whatever. I don't know what they call it. It's the picture of it right over here. Okay, so it's pretty. It's pretty. You know what I mean? The way they set it up. It's like the town, and you kind of figure that those people down there must be the Who's. You know what I mean? And they decided that Christmas is just no good anymore because now we got a crazy Grinch coming around and everything. But they don't acknowledge it because he's the Grinch. But he's not the Grinch. Confusing. So, yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I was a little disappointed. And no offense to Mr. Howard Thornton there, who I think did a superb job as the Grinch. And you guys can comment below if you've seen this movie or if you've even heard of it. Maybe you haven't heard of it. Maybe you didn't even know that this thing existed. The only reason why I know this thing exists is because I was looking for a David Howard Thornton Terrifier autographed picture. And as I was writing David Howard Thornton or signed, okay, all of a sudden these pictures of the Grinch started coming up. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So then I started Googling a few things. And I was like, oh, he's coming out with a Grinch movie, starring in a Grinch movie. That's awesome. Okay, I'm excited about that. A killer Grinch movie. What's better than that? I mean, that's going to be great. And the way he acted in Terrifier, I figured he was gonna put that kind of spin on the Grinch. He was going to be that kooky character, which he was. He did it. It was just the storyline, the writing, and what really ruined it was this burnt disc, this terrible low budget burnt disc. I mean, this is what did it. And I'm not gonna return it because to me that's a piece of history. Yeah, I mean, that's in my head. It's a piece of David Howard Thornton Terrifier history, okay? Because this is probably, I don't know how many movies he did prior to that. I didn't do a lot of research. I know he did some other movies that he wouldn't like star in. He wasn't like the Terrifier, and he wasn't like the Grinch, you know what I mean? But he did other like movies where he was like in little pieces. Yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of it because it's a part of history, but I kind of, I mean, no matter how kind of bad this movie might have been, or boring, or like slow, or confusing. I've seen a lot of like spins on Christmas, like the camp, like Krampus and stuff like that. Spins on Christmas movies where it's like it's supposed to be comedic, but then all of a sudden they throw the horror in there, and it works. I just think the way that this was put on this disc and the colors and you're so distracted by the fact that when Dad turns his head, he's got like red, like it's like I said, it's that badly weirdly pixelated type thing where he turns his head and he's in a car and he's talking, and every time he turns his head, the way the lighting is, because they have that effect going out, like a green screen effect that I guess they just couldn't pull off properly. Like in your, they do it in movies when you're in a car and you're like driving, and all of a sudden they put like a green screen behind it. It's like it looks like the traffic's coming by and everything. Well, I guess that the budget was so low that they couldn't figure out how to pull that off. So of course Dad is light skinned, and whenever he turns his head, I guess whatever makeup they put on his face, all of a sudden like a little bit of the green screen thing that's coming through on his head. It's very distracting and odd. But before you go run out and spend $26 and change like I did because you're super excited because David Howard Thornton, the Terrifier, Art the Clown is gonna play the Grinch, I would recommend you wait for the price to drop. Just even though, listen, I'm all for like new directors or whatever making as much money as they can. Now, if you could find a way to get this thing like off of a website that they make their money, and it's don't go to eBay because the flippers are still flipping this thing. You're not going to find this thing for the price that it is on Amazon. If you really, really, really want a copy and you really want to buy a burnt copy, then you can go right to Amazon right now and you can get your copy for $26. There's tons of them that have already been sold. You know, they put that little counter thing in the corner that says, oh, so many already sold, and then it gives you even more panic because you're like, oh, they're going to sell out and you're not going to get your copy. Yeah, that was what happened with me. To me, this was not a $26 Blu-ray. It just wasn't a $26 Blu-ray. It didn't fulfill my what I was looking for in a Grinch killer movie. Okay, it fulfilled my how awesome makeup job they could do on David Howard Thornton. It shows me what a great character actor, like how David Howard Thornton can get like right into like a character, and he can like creep you out without saying a word. Because once again, the Grinch don't talk like Art the Clown don't talk, so it's kind of more growling and grunting and whatever, and body movements. Okay, this guy is like, he's magical when it comes to like the like almost like mime-ish type movement, you know, where you get scared by how this guy moves. It's not even, he doesn't even have to say a word. He's really, really good at that, and he's really, really good at it in this. But like I said, if he was in it more, it probably would have been a lot more exciting. So I thought I'd give you a little review on The Mean One, you know, before you run out and get it. You know what I mean? I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking it, and please give David Howard Thornton your money. Okay, the man needs his money, and I am big for supporting actors and directors and writers and especially small companies that are putting out Blu-ray. So if you, I mean, dying to see it, it's worth a watch. But I'll tell you right now, it's probably worth about one watch. It's not like Jim Carrey's The Grinch, where you're gonna every year you're gonna throw it in at Christmas time, be like, yeah, this is my new Christmas classic. Matter of fact, do I have the other movie over here? Yeah, Violent Night, which I have right here, which came out recently, and I'm just gonna throw this out there because it's right here. Yeah, this one right here, this is my new Christmas go-to horror classic. Okay, if you haven't seen Violent Night, you might want to go check that out. This didn't make the Christmas classic cut as far as horror movies go. Now this will not be on my with Santa's sleigh. You know, like those kind of low budget movies with the gold. Wow, when I remember, forget his name, right? Gold. Wow, I was gonna say Gold Dust. It's not Gold Dust. Goldberg. Yeah, he plays Santa Claus in that one. Yeah, this one goes right on the side of the Goldberg one. That's for some reason I watch Santa's Sleigh at Christmas. I watch Krampus, and I watch this. Those are my Christmas ones, and then I'll throw in a couple other ones that are probably a little bit insane. You know, like I dropped my thingamajiggy here. That's not good. Okay, there we go. Thingamajiggy picked up. With that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, that's what I do on this channel every Monday. Wow, no, Monday's wrong. Right, strike that, reverse it. See, I did that. Willy Wonka it. Tuesdays. I do it on Blu-ray, DVD Tuesday, because that's when usually I get my shipments. Or if I get them early, I hold them for the Blu-ray DVD Tuesday, 4K Tuesday, which that's what I call it, Blu-ray DVD 4K Tuesday. And then I put out another one on Fridays, and that's usually other media, CDs, toys, things that come in during the week, other Blu-rays, other 4Ks, stuff that I special ordered is on the Friday. And then Saturday, I just throw in a bonus, whatever, of my life and stories and more reviews and more things, unless something else big pops up. So so I'm here for you every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and that's what I do here on this channel. So with that said, my friends, please come on back, hit the subscribe button, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Ring the bell and all that other stuff, so because you don't know when I'm gonna broadcast next, except for the Tuesdays and Fridays and Saturdays. Yeah, I do that religiously. That is a definite. You will definitely see me on those 3 days. But sometimes, hey, I got to do a top 10 list, or I got to do something else, and it's gonna pop up. With that said, my friends, I will see you later. You should have saved me some.